Hello, everybody. Apple Guy Kingsley here. I hope you're doing very well. I've been out for a couple of days. Really haven't had as much to talk about, believe it or not. It's been kind of quiet around here. I got to hang out with a really good friend of mine from LA. Was it yesterday? Yesterday, finally. I hadn't seen him in some time. I mentioned he was going through some tragedies right now, but real good guy, basically like family to me. And so I got to hang out with him for a little bit. And then just today has been sort of a paperwork day. I'm redesigning some documentation for my business. But the reason I came on here tonight was for two things. The first thing is I'm really irritated and ticked off at this thing that's gone off in the press. Apparently, I guess it was last week. I just heard about it today. That apparently where this little girl was crying because of the numerous ads for Mitt Romney and Barack Obama, although she calls him Bronco Obama in the ads. Basically, she's crying and her mother records her. What kind of crap is that? That's like exploitation of a child, in my opinion. I mean, there are so many ways you could have avoided that. And I heard NPR apologized to the little girl for that. Don't apologize for that. NPR is all about, public radio and, and religion and expressing your viewpoints on, politics in one direction or another. There's no reason in the world. That's like having public broadcasting apologize for showing Sesame Street too often or children's programs too often. It's just crap. The honest truth is that you could have done lots of things to make it where that little girl wasn't crying. And we don't even know the situation behind it, but you could have, you could have given her a DVD player to watch in the back, because you obviously have a phone that records video. You could have given her a DVD to watch in the back. You could have given her an MP3 player to listen to in the back. Or, hey, you could have turned the radio station in the car so she didn't have to listen to it while she was in the car with you, so she didn't have to be irritated by it. There's so many ways you could have handled that differently to avoided that little girl being sad, or any child being sad about something like that. And the bottom line is that's part of life. They need to be, aware of it. Doesn't mean you need to draw them into the whole political debates and all that stuff. If you're making your child watch the debates and stuff, well, then that's just ridiculous. You're actually, forcing them to participate in that. It's going to turn them away from politics more than it's ever going to make them realize how important it is in society. So it's really irritating to me. And, then they post this video on YouTube, and I just think it's an exploitation of a child. There's a difference between a child being in a movie and performing and wanting to do it, and then there's different exploiting a child because of her, frustration with something she doesn't understand and something that is not entertaining to her. That's just, in my opinion, it's not child abuse, but it's exploitation of a child, and it's completely out of line and unnecessary. Now, on to the second topic. Please feel free to leave your comments and opinions about what I just said and what you've heard about with this little girl crying over the political ads in the, below here. Also, I'll post a link to the video on YouTube if you want to see what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm continuing the exploitation of it, but I want you to see how ridiculous it is that they're showing this sort of thing. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm not going to post that in the description below, because really, if you really want to find it, go ahead. But if you're as disgusted as I am by it, then you just kind of want to go off. I'm changing my mind again. You should see it. I'm going to post it in the link below. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. But you should see it just to see how far people will go to get some sort of exposure on behalf of a child. I think it's really sad and really disappointing. And I'm really disappointed in those parents for doing that. The second reason I'm on here is because on November 6th and November 7th, they haven't guaranteed me what time they're going to do it, but I am going to be having reactions from the candidates on the presidential election. So yes, I will have exclusive reactions from the candidates on the political election. Don't ask me how I lined it up. It was just a friend of a friend, and I'm very excited about it. So please tune in to see that either on late November 6th or early November 7th, because it is going to be, I think, shocking when you see what their reactions are to the presidency. Because I've asked for full disclosure Tell me how you really feel about this. What do you feel about this? What has it done to you? You know, I want you to see how they respond because they've promised candid responses. And as you know, politicians are very difficult to nail down for candid responses. So please tune in for that. Other than that, there is nothing other than that. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys are having had a great weekend and start off the week happy and excited and going forward to great things. And I will see you very soon. Live with passion.